make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us.
Hi, this is Mary for Mary's Stamping Happenings, and today is Tips and Techniques Tuesday. And I'm going to show you a great little technique here. We're going to be making butterflies. Now, I showed you once how to use the butterfly framelits. Well, I want to show you a little bit improved way to use them. First of all, we're going to be cutting out the butterflies. So what we're going to need is our big shot. And what we're going to do that's different is I'm going to lay down a dryer sheet. Now, we don't use dryer sheets at home, but if you have used dryer sheets, start saving your used dryer sheets because it's a little better than using these dryer sheets because these leave a scent on them. What we're going to do is we're laying down, first of all, we've got the bread here. This is going to be our condiments, our cheese. Then we're going to have our meat and some more cheese here. I really like this cheese. And maybe something else right there. Then we're going to put, oh, forgot, these already have a pretty good bunch of wax paper in them, but we're going to put a piece of wax paper in them. And we're going to lay them on the wax paper, just like that, so they go right. Oh, isn't that so cute? Then where's my top piece of bread? And make sure that they're on. Yep, they're on. Okay, then we're going to run it through again 3 or 4 times through the big shot. And the first time is always the trip to get it through. It's so big. So you're going to run it through 3 or 4 times, just like this. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Now I'm going to take the big shot off. And I'm just going to pull up the framelits, pull off the wax paper. Now, watch this. I'm going to pull off my sheet of designer series paper. And now I'm just going to pull off, yep, look at that. No more punching holes, man. Look at it. Most of it all stayed in there. Now, because I used an extra sheet of wax paper, because these have wax paper built up in them, wax paper stayed on this, so I'm just going to peel that away. And again, I'll peel the little piece of wax paper away. I save these. I still haven't yet done anything with them, but I'm going to. And then, here's another one. Now, you can use this 2 or 3 times. Used ones are probably a little bit better because they all go. But what I do is I just brush these off into my recycle bin, my recycle paper bin, and flip it over and use it again. And again, 2 or 3 times probably for each one. See, look it. Well, what we're going to do then is we're going to take this now and we're going to stiffen our butterfly, okay? So what we're going to need for that is we're going to need a butterfly. We're going to need a scrap piece of paper. You're going to need your Versamark. And we are going to use what is called ultra thick embossing enamel. It's embossing powder, thick embossing powder. You'll notice how thick it is. It's almost like a sugar size. You can use the ultra fine like what we have, but the problem with that is you'd have to do it 4 or 5 times. As of now, you can do that. You also will need your heat tool, and you'll need something to hold it down. I've got my scissors, or I've got this. You're going to be touching this when it's hot, so you may want to use some gloves or something if you want, or whatever. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this down and I'm going to cover it with Versamark. And then I am going to put it upside down. Oh, did I take that? Just put it upside down in the Ute, in the ultra thick embossing, and make sure it all sticks there. You can also do this with Crystal Effects, but the Crystal Effects takes a long time to dry, so if you want to use it in a short period of time, you don't. I'm going to turn on my heat gun and I'm going to emboss this, so we'll just fast forward through this. Okay, and what we're going to do, if you're really fast and you pick it up, you can probably lay it down and get another coat while it's still warm. Yeah, this one didn't do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to just lay it down again and you're going to put some more Versamark over it. And you're just going to get it all full of Versamark. Again, you want to do this 2-3 times. The last time what you're going to do is you're going to curl it. You're going to shape it to how you want it, and you need it a little warm to do that, so you may have to use the heat gun to warm it up. So, and I'm going to do this one more time. See, the more you put on, the longer it stays pliable, should I say? Warm. Yeah, let's put a little more heat onto it. This last time, because it's so got so much on, you can actually see it flow. But now what I want to do is I want to shape it while it's still hot, so be careful. If you got a lot of embossing powder on it, it will stick to your fingers and burn you. That's why you may want gloves at this time. And I'm just, see, if you get a lot on it and it starts to dry out too much, it'll also crack. It's called cracked glass. So I just want to just heating it up a little bit so it's still very pliable. And there you have a nice little butterfly. Now some of the things you can use these butterflies on, they'd be good for little boxes. We're making a card, and the next on Tips and Techniques Thursday, I'll show you how to make this card. Also, I've got it on a little basket I made. But you can do it on scrapbook pages, you can do it. What happens is if you send it through the mail, it has a tendency, instead of flattening out like these do when you send them through the mail without anything on it, they spring up. But it saves the shape and it gives it a really interesting look. So for Tips and Techniques Tuesdays, thanks for visiting and happy stamping.
If you wanna play, make it about a play.